Hey guys, what's up? I got another update on the prototype for the custom tech station here. As you can see, it's not fully assembled. I don't know if you can see the tape there, but yeah, I kind of got it taped together just to get an idea of where the placement of everything's going to go. We did get this one side done here, and I had to buy more material, which I have right here, right there. We got two more of the 1/16 by 1 inch right angle aluminum, and then since we're going with 3/4 inch plywood here for the base and the top level, I got the top level right here. This is going to pretty much sit not on top, but it'll be, you know, about right here. And then I'm probably going to have to trim off these top parts to match. That's not really a big deal, as this is all screwed together. It can easily be unscrewed if it has to. And I originally bought this 1 inch by 1/16 flat aluminum to go around the base here, and then I figured out we were using 3/4, so I got this gap. So basically what I did was oh, you can't really see it. Let me see if I can lift it. Yeah, see this? This is I think 1/4 inch plywood. That's going to go between there to give that, you know, pretty close, but it'll still kind of catch, you know, anything on here, because on mine I'm not going to really screw anything down. I'm going to make brackets on these right angles here. You make brackets for the drives. I mean, the hard drive cage will be screwed down, but everything else will just slide in and out. And then for the top piece, since it's just going to be 3/4 with the motherboard tray on top, I got these 3/4 by 1/16 aluminum flats here. So that's what's going to be used for that. And I've been doing some mock-ups here. I got power supply here to use for mock-up, and I'm basically going to mount the power supply pretty much like this. And I'm not sure if I'm going to use this side piece here and screw the power supply in one screw right here, or I'm going to make like bracket type deals like this for this. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet, as this is still the prototype phase. So I'm going to use this for testing, and we're going to see how we go. I got a CD drive, the one I plastic dipped, which ended up not really working out right because it ripped right there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, there's a hole right there. So it's a nice experiment, but for things that you're going to use that you have to move around a lot and slide on things, plastic dip doesn't seem to be the best idea. But then again, I only used one coat, so. So basically here what we're looking at, we got the CD drive installed there. That's going to be right there. And then what I'm going to do for the only thing I'm really going to need cooling for, I just got these fans that I'm using here. I have a fan here, and then I could probably even mount a bracket off of this bracket, or I could mount a bracket or screw it directly in top and bottom here, which probably is what I'm going to do for easeability. Then we're going to have another exhaust fan. That'd be the intake right here. This will be the front. Motherboard tray will sit up here. Expansion slots and everything will sit this way. So the back of the computer will be right here. And this, dimensions wise, this is 15 by 12. So it's a little smaller than a lot of other tech stations, but as being the prototype and being the one I'm going to use here, well, at least for now, depending on if I change it, which good part about the system, the way I got this set up, having it being screwed in here and here, I can reuse. I can, if I want to get a bigger, smaller, whatever, you know, tech station built off these mounts, just basically get a bigger piece of wood, set it in there, screw it in. So we're going to mount our exhaust fan right here. So we have a straight through airflow there. And then we're going to take our, I'm waiting for 2 Rocketfish hard drive cages, which I'm hoping they get here soon. I haven't had a message from the guy. I hope he sent them out. That's going to be mounted, I'm guessing it's pretty close to the front intake fan, right around there. Because that'll give me room to have all the cables coming out. I mean, as you can see, this is a mock-up power supply, but you know, you'll have all your cables fishing through here, and then I'm going to have the holes in the bottom of the tray. You know, your cables are going to come up, 24 pin, stuff like that. These are real short, so they're not really going to work, but on my 750 watt TX, they'll be fine. But that's why I'm saying I'm using this in the prototype phase, because I'm not exactly sure how everything's going to work out. And for the material that I'm using, using this rubbery stuff here. I cut out some pieces for the optical drives and for this, but I'm waiting for the hard drive cage to get that final. Probably put some under the fans too. I could just cover this whole thing with it, but you know, actually I might end up doing that. I might just cover this whole bottom piece, because I was originally going to stain this 1/4-inch piece of plywood here, but I think I'm going to decide against that since this is just a prototype. But I just want to use these, you know, for mocking it up and stuff like that. So this is what we're looking like. Let me put this back in here and give you guys a closer up view of this so you guys can tell really what I'm talking about. So right there. And this will give us room for extra cables to sit along the side and stuff like that. But like I said, once I get a better as you guys can see, I mean, it's not, as you can see, the posts are leaning a little bit, but it's taped on. This one's screwed in. The only thing that happened was, if you look, I don't know if you can really see it, there's a gap there, because when we were screwing in the sides, I was trying to hold this on to where I wanted it, because we got between the floor and the top level, it's 1 inch, and then you got an inch here for this metal. The wood's 3/4, and then off of that, this is I think 13 inches altogether, or 14 inches. I don't know, maybe 15. I can't remember. But the top level itself is actually only going to be like 9 or 10 inches above, so it's really going to be like, you know, right here. I had it set up before, but I just wanted to make these longer just in case. So when I get the motherboard tray, and that's what I'm really waiting for, I'm probably going to end up, for the final product, I'm going to use Lee & Lee motherboard trays, because they're cheap and they'll fit perfectly fine for what I need, and they're aluminum, keep it lightweight, match the theme. I kind of